9 high-protein vegetables for building muscle mass. Proteins are an essential part of the diet. This is because they are needed not only for building muscle tissue, but they are also important for metabolic reaction and structural support. The antibodies that fight off infections are also proteins. Today, animal sources of protein such as eggs, fish, and chicken still remain the best sources of protein, but you need not worry as there are some vegetables too that are high in protein and will help you build muscle mass. Let's get straight into it. Number 1. Lima beans. 1 cup of lima beans will provide you around 11.6 grams of protein, making lima beans, also known as butter beans, a high source of protein. Lima beans are also good to include in the diet because they are good sources of the B vitamins, thiamine and B6, and they are also rich in the minerals manganese and copper. The B vitamins are water-soluble and are needed daily to support body functions, while manganese acts as an antioxidant and can reduce the risk of cancers, while copper is good for supporting brain functions. Number 2. Stir-fried soybean sprouts. 1 cup of stir-fried soybean sprouts will provide around 13.1 grams of protein and thus are very good protein options for vegetarians or vegans. You can easily add them to your pastas, salads, and even sandwiches to reap the high protein content of the stir-fried soybean sprouts. Just like lima beans, soybean sprouts act as antioxidants and aid in the prevention of cancer and heart diseases. Another benefit of consuming soybean sprouts is that they are loaded with vitamin C and the minerals calcium and iron. Vitamin C is also an antioxidant and it will help your muscles from oxidative damage and also promote the production of collagen, which will give firmness to your skin as well as your tendons and ligaments. Calcium will help you to maintain strong bones and teeth, and iron will support the production of the proteins hemoglobin and myoglobin, such that your blood cells and muscle cells receive oxygenated blood and remain healthy. Number 3. Succotash. Succotash is actually a dish made of vegetables such as sweet corn, lima beans, and other shell beans such as broad beans and black beans. 1 cup of succotash provides 9.7 grams of protein. Also, there are other ingredients such as onions, potatoes, and bell peppers and chicken, etc. that can be added to the succotash depending on your dietary preferences. There are many delicious recipes available on the internet, and you can look up any one of them to make the succotash. The principle behind succotash is that by combining a grain such as sweet corn with legumes, for example lima beans, you ensure that you are eating a dish that is high in all essential amino acids. In this way, your body can receive the 9 essential amino acids, so called because your body cannot make these amino acids on its own, from food and support body functions as well as muscle growth and recovery after exercise. Succotash is another great option if you are running low on time but need a quick and healthy as well as protein-packed recipe. Number 4. Lentils. Lentils are another good source of plant-based protein. 1 cup of lentils provide 18 grams of protein. And the best thing about lentils is that you can just pressure cook it and then drink it as a soup, also called dal in Indian cuisine. Other benefits of consuming lentils regularly is that they are good sources of fibers, potassium, folate, and iron. As they are high in fibers, they ensure satiety after a meal and prevent you from overeating and thus help you to maintain a healthy weight as well as prevent constipation. Potassium will help to lower blood pressure while folate will support your heart health and the formation of your body's healthy red blood cells. Iron will not only help with the formation of hemoglobin, delivering oxygen to your blood cells, and myoglobin, delivering oxygen to your muscle cells, but it will also give you more energy and drive lethargy away. Number 5 on our list of high-protein vegetables is cooked green peas. 1 cup of cooked green peas provides 8.6 grams of protein. Proteins are also very versatile, and you can add them to almost any dish, and you can also include them in sandwiches. Peas are also good sources of the vitamins A and K and thus provide not only protein but many other health benefits as well. Vitamin A is needed for healthy-looking, glowing skin as well as your eye health and a strong immune system and so much more. Vitamin A is in fact such a versatile vitamin that it is needed almost everywhere to support your body's proper functioning. Vitamin K, on the other hand, is needed to make various proteins that are used in blood clotting and the building of bones. So make sure to include peas in your diet for its high protein content, as well as to reap the benefits of vitamin A and K. Number 6. Edamame. Edamame is another high-protein vegetable. 1 cup of edamame provides 17 grams of protein. Edamame is also a very good source of the minerals magnesium, copper, and phosphorus. Magnesium is very important for body functions, and it has many uses in the body, such as protein synthesis, proper functioning of muscles and nerves, the regulation of blood glucose, as well as blood pressure, and also in energy production. Copper will help in the formation of red blood cells and will also help in keeping the immune system healthy. Copper can also act as an antioxidant and prevent your cells and DNA from being damaged by free radicals. The phosphorus you get from the consumption of edamame is also very beneficial because it is needed so that your body can make protein for the growth, maintenance, as well as repair of cells and tissues. Number 7. Chickpeas. Chickpeas are also a very good option to maximize protein intake in the diet. 1 cup of chickpeas can provide 19 grams of protein, making them an excellent protein option. Chickpeas are also very versatile, and you can easily eat them in salads, as a curry, and now even chickpea flour is available in supermarkets, and thus you can use them in baking or as a tortilla. It is also important that when you eat chickpeas, you pair it with a whole grain that contains the amino acid methionine. This is because chickpeas on their own contain all the essential amino acids except methionine, thus making chickpeas an incomplete protein. So to ensure that you get all the essential amino acids, that is, amino acids that your body cannot make on its own, include whole grains containing the amino acid methionine. Some whole grains which contain methionine are wild rice, quinoa, whole grain sorghum flour, egg noodles, and millet. Number 8. Mashed sweet potatoes. Mashed sweet potatoes will give you a decent amount of protein in the diet. 1 cup of mashed sweet potatoes can provide 5 grams of protein. Another reason for including sweet potatoes in your diet is that they are an excellent source of vitamin A, vitamin C, and the minerals manganese and copper. Vitamin A, as mentioned previously, is needed almost everywhere for the proper functioning of the body, and regular consumption of sweet potatoes can also reduce the risk of contracting the disease macular degeneration, which can lead to loss of vision because of the high vitamin A content of sweet potatoes. Vitamin C is an antioxidant and will help your body cells from oxidative damage and also reduce the risk of cancers. The mineral manganese helps your body to form connective tissue and bones, and it is also needed for both fat and carbohydrate metabolism. The mineral copper is needed for brain development as well as to keep your nerve cells and immune system healthy. Sweet potatoes are also known as a superfood, and thus they will provide you with a plethora of other health benefits as well as protein. Number 9. Cooked spinach. 1 cup of cooked spinach provides 5.3 grams of protein, whereas 1 cup of raw spinach will provide only 2.8 grams of protein. So if you want more protein when you eat spinach, it is better to eat it cooked instead of raw. So you can prepare recipes such as cheesy spinach puffs, spinach soup, sautéed spinach, etc. to get maximum protein when you eat spinach. Moreover, spinach is also very good for healthy bones because they are packed with calcium, manganese, and vitamin K, which are all essential for healthy bones, and regular consumption of spinach can also help to reduce the risk of developing osteoporosis, a bone disease in which your bone density and bone mineral density is reduced, and this decreases the bone strength and increases the risk of fractures. Also, spinach is good for hydration because its water content is very high. Other vegetables that can also provide a decent amount of protein are asparagus, broccoli, mushrooms, pinto beans, Brussels sprouts, collard greens, and kale. So, if you are looking for plant-based protein, then all the vegetables mentioned are great options. Paneer and tofu are also excellent protein options depending upon your dietary preferences. Lastly, as far as complete proteins and incomplete proteins are concerned, just remember that as long as your diet is varied, nutritious, and adequate in energy and other nutrients, you need not worry. Your body will be able to get all the protein that it needs.